Hello, everybody, and welcome to Total Wellness in Trivia. This is Zen and 10, and we are on our final 2 days of the challenge. All right, so make sure you guys like and comment on this video so that way you can get your 30 points for today. Basically, what we're going to do is go over some wellness questions, and then we're going to do little mini movement breaks in between. All right, so 10 questions, four wellness themes. And then at the end, you guys will keep your score after I go over the answers on each one. And then you're going to comment your score below. All right. So, first category is mind and mood. So, first question: what part of the brain is most involved in emotional regulation? You have A, the amygdala, B, the hippocampus, C, the cerebellum. And then if you guys just want to write down your answers, you can do them along with us in the comment section below. I will go over the answers slide by slide, just that way we don't get any of them missed. But if you want to comment below as we go along, you sure can. Otherwise, just comment your total score at the end. And then your second one is how many minutes of meditation per day can help reduce anxiety? A5, B10, or C20. I'm going to give you guys about 30 seconds to think about this and answer it. While we do that, we're actually going to march in place to get a little bit of movement going. So 30 seconds is on that timer now. You just want to start marching in place, get that brain, get the blood flowing. And then, like I said, comment below, or you can just keep a running tally on the side of what you are thinking for these answers. 10 seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1. Answer number 1 is A, the amygdala, that is most involved with emotional regulation. And then question 2, 10 minutes is about that threshold of what they say to reduce anxiety. So if you guys can get that in 10 minutes a day of meditation, like we've been doing in Zen in 10, or just a 10-minute break to honestly do anything. If you guys haven't picked up your little emotional cue sheet, feel free to come in and pick up a laminated copy. So that way you know what your body might need, if it needs some serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, whatever your body may need for the day. Make sure you pick that up and see what you can do to help. Alrighty. So let's move on to segment 2. This one is body and fitness related. What is the recommended weekly physical activity for adults? Is it A, 75 minutes, B, 150 minutes, or C, 300 minutes? And second question, true or false, you burn more calories sleeping than watching TV? All right, so those are our 2 questions. We're going to march in place again for 30 seconds. All right, this time let's add some arms with it. So, question 1, what is the recommended weekly physical activity for adults? Doesn't necessarily say low impact, high impact. All right, just weekly physical activity. And then true or false, you burn more calories sleeping than watching TV. Is that one true or false? I'll give you guys 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. If you answered B for the first one, you would be correct. It is 150 minutes. And then for the second question on here, it is true. You actually burn like 10 to 15 more calories per hour sleeping than you do watching TV, because your brain is not alert while your body is resting. All right. You're confusing your systems by doing this. It also doesn't help your ghrelin and leptin. All right, the hormones that regulate appetite. It helps them to be more active and stimulated, therefore making you have late night cravings, or the next day you wake up and you're tired and you just want the unhealthy foods. That may be why your hormones are not regulating, because if you stay up watching TV, you are hindering or hurting your progress. All right. So if your goal is either a calorie deficit or you're not waking up feeling rested, you feel like it's really hard to make healthy decisions, it could be because you're up late watching TV or your phone, just not getting that well rested sleep. So I'm guilty of it as well. But if this was any bit of a reminder for you guys, is to definitely turn your phones off or maybe leave them in a different room. It will definitely help with that regulation. Alrighty, and muscle recovery. Very good for muscle recovery. Next section, nutrition. Which vitamin is known as the sunshine vitamin? Would that be vitamin A, vitamin D, or vitamin C? And then, other question, which macronutrient is the body's primary energy source? Would that be protein, fat, or carbs? You guys should definitely know these ones. We talked about them back in our nutrition segment. If not, this is a good refresher. And then while we do this one, we're going to do some walking butt kicks. All right, so right behind you, I guess you can't see this. You guys know what butt kicks are, though. You literally are just going to kick your heels back. All right, get some blood flowing while you answer the two questions on the screen. What is a sunshine vitamin? And then which macronutrient is the prime energy source for your body? And then, yes, I did leave a little tip just for our nutrition segment, that a great power snack that combines fats and carbs and protein is going to be either fruit and nut butter, obviously a little lower on the protein source there, depending, and then Greek yogurt. Now, obviously, combining all three of these together makes it an even better power snack, but combining any of these is still going to be better than picking up a Pop-Tart for a snack. All right, answer time. Vitamin D is your sunshine vitamin. So option B, if you just wrote down the letters, and then carbs, option C, are going to be your main body's energy source. All right. So if you got those right, give yourself a little star, check mark, however you're keeping track. If you answered in the comments below, then obviously we know what you did. Last one, motivation and habits. We did not talk about these, but what is the 2190 rule? Either A, 21 days for success, either B, 21 days to form a habit and 90 to make it a lifestyle, or C, it is simply a 90-minute workout. All right, so 2190 rule. And then second question, what is a SMART goal? Is it something that is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound? Or does it mean to stretch, meditate, act, run, trek? All right, I kind of gave you a give me here. If you don't get it, that's still okay. But two options for the second one. And then what is the 2190 rule? And we are actually going to do some overhead stretching for this one. Sorry, I really forgot I was going to be in a little bubble, so you can't really see me stretch. All right, but we're simply doing a tricep stretch, pushing down on the top of that elbow for a deeper stretch. Ooh, even feeling it back in your lat area. Right below the shoulder blades, you can tilt a little bit. And let's switch arms. Good. And while we're doing this, remember you are thinking. What is the 2190 rule and what is a SMART goal? Push. And good. All right, answer time. B, 21 days to form a habit and then 90 to make it a lifestyle. So if you have formed anything we've done over the past, we're at 29 days if you counted the weekends. All right, so to make it a lifestyle change, that needs to include 90 days. All right, so we have 70 more to go basically at this point. So if you guys take anything from here, one habit and make it a full lifestyle change, whether it be nutrition, movement, taking a 10-minute like meditation or just yoga or stretch break, whatever habit you think you can attain for the next, let's call it 60 days. All right, that is what is needed to make an actual lifestyle change to incorporate it into your daily life. So choose one and then comment that below with your score. All right, the answer to the next question is A. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time bound is a SMART goal. So if you do not know which one of these habits to pick, or you don't know how to kind of attain what you're wanting, I would start by setting a SMART goal. All right, so give yourself a good timeline, make it relevant to what you want to achieve, make it measurable. So keep track in a spreadsheet, do something, have little markers for the amount of water and ounces that you drink. Something like that will definitely help. We do have a final speed around. If you guys want to participate, again, this will conclude our final total for our score today. And then make sure you comment your SMART goal below, or just a habit you're looking to keep going after the challenge. All righty. So final 3, we're just going to go back to back to back. Walking 10 minutes after a meal helps digestion. Standing burns more calories than sitting. Carbs make you gain weight. So your job here is to see if these are true or false. Write them below. And while you do that, nice, easy arm stretch. All right. So again, true would be that, yes, you think walking 10 minutes after a meal helps digestion. False would be no, walking 10 minutes after a meal does not help your digestion. That is a myth. Second one, standing burns more calories than sitting. That would be true if you believe that. Otherwise, you think that sitting burns more calories than standing. And the final one, carbs make you gain weight. True if you believe that statement. False if you think they don't. All right, and just carbs in general, not any certain amount. Standing in general, no certain walking in place, nothing. Just simply standing at your desk and then walking for 10 minutes after a meal. 10 minutes or more, I should say. Switch. Dun, dun, dun. All right. 3 questions and answers are as follows. True. Walking 10 minutes after a meal does indeed help with digestion. Now, sitting while eating helps your body rest and digest and process that food, but getting up and going around is going to help then move it through the rest of your digestion system. So the intestines, colon, all of that. Alrighty, and it even helps with your blood sugar control afterwards. So, indeed, it does help. And then the second one, standing burns more calories than sitting. That one is also true. The exact stats on it is about 10 to 20 calories more. So if you think about that throughout a whole day, that is an intense amount of calorie burn. If you can, commit to standing up maybe every 10 minutes on the hour, something like that. If you have a standing desk, obviously the more the better. But yes, it is true. And then last one is false. All right. Carbs are not the culprit for making you gain weight. Overconsumption of carbs or overconsumption in general is actually what is going to make you gain weight. So carbs specifically do not make you gain weight. That is why the keto is not the end all be all to your weight loss needs. Calorie deficit and calorie surplus and knowing which is the end all. Alrighty. So below, in conclusion, you are going to write down your trivia score and what habit you're going to try to commit to keeping after this challenge is over, which will be tomorrow. Alrighty. And then after that, we will declare the winners. I'm going to post this and then I'm going to send out the leaderboard. So good luck, everybody, and I will see you all tomorrow.